Out of small bad manners grow huge, big disasters. Because that driver who overlaps in an estate or city road is the same one who will end up with a bad accident on the highway. You know, we keep talking about the law and speed governors, but we're really a country of closet road rage. Have you not seen a driver changing lanes without indicating, crossing the lights when they're red? There's something foundationally wrong with the Kenyan driving mentality. We are really, truly always, one step away from major disaster. And so not many were lucky in the last week. You see, we've lost over 40 people in road accidents that partly have everything to do with the mindset of Kenyans behind the wheel. Let's admit it, we are not a nation of courteous drivers. Our roads are teeming with bullies behind wheels. People who are out to prove something using the cars they're driving. Some, especially in the public service vehicle sector, want to prove they can do many trips in the shortest time possible. That, for example, is a fact about the PSV sector within Nairobi City, where groups called squaddy, compete to meet financial targets of the day. It's a competition that makes them monsters of our roads, because every car in front of them is seen as an inconvenience. Now, the same habits hold true of the long-distance PSV services, where drivers and their turnboys have targets to meet. Some of them apparently are known to the owners of the vehicles. And so tonight, as we mourn the road carnage dead, and typically ask what we can do to stop it, I suggest we start by addressing the mindset of the Kenyan driver. Whether private or public, our drivers must be in the right frame of mind to be on the road. You see, roads are shared spaces, and they cannot be personalized, no matter how much of a hurry one is in or how urgent the business ahead is. Courtesy is also something that is completely missing on our roads. And I say this of private and public service vehicle drivers. All of them have fallen short of the glory. Now, after the mindset, we must also revisit our handling of the road safety hardware. When a complete body like the National Transport and Safety Authority is established ostensibly to make transport safe, it should bother every Kenyan that today, in the eyes of many, NTSA is one of the least visible state corporations. NTSA started off on a high. I know you remember this because I do. Those green highway patrol cars, the energy and the zeal of the young men and women out to ensure that every driver is safety compliant. I look back at that as one of the things that could have heralded the best of possibilities in road safety. And I say that because in Kenya, enforcement of a visible nature achieves results faster, especially because we have pointed out that there is a serious mindset problem on our roads. And then there is our good old traffic department of the National Police Service. Every accident, especially on the highways, always somehow ends up as an indictment of the police traffic department. Whether we're talking of Kitui or Narok, where over 20 people died last week, the police traffic department is always cited for falling short. For example, what happened to the enforcement of speed governors on public transport vehicles? And how about the seating capacity that matatu operators defy by overloading with impunity? I know it's almost cliché for Kenyans that corruption thrives in the traffic department. Many Kenyans feel the men and women in blue are on the take of rogue matatu operators, and they point to simple things like failure to rein in overlapping drivers on Nairobi roads, for example. You often hear of protected routes, right? Or matatus owned by this or that senior personality or officer and therefore exempt from the enforcement of the traffic code. For all these lapses, the traffic department and the NTSA, by extension, must know this: every accident is blood on their hands. And so to NTSA, I say, get back to work. People are dying. Bring those green patrol cars back on the highways and execute the mandate for which you were founded. To the Traffic Police Department, it's simple. Enforce the safety code. To public and private drivers, please be sane. That's my take tonight.